Colton, even before last year's big game in Austin, you guys have all seemed to have a little extra for Oregon. You guys played them pretty well. Why do you think that is?
I think it's an exciting game. You know, everybody's always up for it, and you know the fans are really up for it, and we're excited. They're a good team, and so I think we want to bring it and just show what we got.
So is some of that just their branding, their sort of cool factor they've cultivated over the years?
Yeah, I mean that's cool. They do a good job at that, I guess. But I think we want to play them tough, regardless of that.
They went from Mariota to VA. What are you seeing in this new quarterback?
We've been watching some film on him. I think he's a pretty good quarterback, but I think we got a good game plan to take him on.
How much of the bye week has been game planning versus focus on yourselves?
We put in the game plan a little earlier than usual, obviously with this extra week of preparation. But we've shortened the practices down, rest the body a little bit. But I'd say we put in the game plan definitely several days early.
How was this bye week compared to others you've had?
Well, I mean, this was the same bye week we had last year, so that was the same to us. It was a good bye week. I think we worked really hard on kind of focusing on ourselves and doing what we need to do to improve. And I think it's going to show and help us improve going into this week.
What were some of those things you needed to improve?
Just playing together, playing a complete game. Just get back to our fundamentals. Be the most excited to play, be the most physical out there. Straight to the ball, takeaways equal victory, all that kind of stuff that we've been preaching all year.
What are your thoughts on having the bye week so early in the season?
It's definitely a little earlier than probably you would want. Usually you want a bye week later in the season. But I think what I like about it is it's right before Pac-12 play, so you kind of regroup, focus on going to the Pac-12 play. We got 9 straight Pac-12 games. And the thing that's nice about it now is, we got to come out, get a win, and get hot, and then you just, have a game every week and not break that momentum.
Is there something different about conference play? Is it more physical? What's the difference?
Oh, definitely. I mean, Pac-12, it's a great conference. It's time to strap it on now, and we're about to go into the Pac-12, and it's definitely physical, competitive. Everybody's good. There's no redos. That's what we've been talking about at practice. You got to play every play tough, and get out there and get after it.
What's the mentality of the team right now? Do you just kind of wipe away the non-conference and just worry about what's ahead of you?
Yeah, it's just win one game a week. That's the mentality right now.
And then also Oregon's got a tremendous running back there. What do you think is going to happen there? How are you game planning for him?
I mean, I think we just got to, like we talked about, be physical, straight to the ball, gang tackle him. I think if we're flying around and doing what our defense knows we can do, I think we'll be very successful against him.
Just on the phone, people listening on your phone, please go to mute. We're getting a lot of feedback on the line, so if you're listening, just go to mute until you have a question. So back in the room.
What jumped off the screen in their loss to Colorado?
I mean, I was watching that on the TV, so I haven't really got a chance to watch it yet. I'm going to go watch it later today in the film room. But, there's a lot of points scored. They've got some fast guys, so we're going to have to account for that. But, we've got some fast guys too, so I think that'll be good.
When Colorado rolls in with a backup quarterback and does what they did on the road, does that give you guys even more confidence seeing that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't read too much into their previous games, but that does give us some confidence. But I know we play our game and play a complete game, we'll be good.
Colton, can you kind of describe how you approach special teams?
How I approach special teams is just full speed, a lot of heart, a lot of effort, and just flying around. I mean, I think I like about special teams, it's high intensity. You got to run full speed. That's my main thing. Is just my edge, just trying to go as fast as I possibly can while staying in control, and just go for the big hit or just anything like that. Try to change the momentum. There usually a lot of momentum plays in special teams, so I think that's our goal out there. Is to Coach Mealy's got a good thing going. We're building kind of an identity on special teams to we're physical, we're playing hard, and we're running hard.
So you'd say there are more guys that are making that a priority this year?
Yeah, I would say so. Just building on it off of last year, and we want to be the best at special teams. So
the 2 TDs last game was satisfying? Yeah,
that was huge. I mean, anytime, obviously you can change momentum on special teams, that's huge, and if you can score and twice, I mean, that's awesome.
The next 4 games, you feel like you guys are really going to find out who you are? I mean, Stanford, Oregon, UCLA, Arizona State.
Yeah, I mean, we're focused on Oregon this week, and then we'll get to those next games. But, yeah, obviously we're starting off the Pac-12 play with some competitive opponents.
Any questions on the line for Colton Teglovic?
Hey Colton, you talked a little bit about special teams too, but what do you think kind of accounts for the fact that there's been marked improvement in your kick coverage this year on special teams?
Definitely just everybody going full speed. We want to get down there and cover that kick as quick as possible. And I think it's competitive in it amongst each other because everybody wants to make that tackle. I mean, we're joking with each other. I'm going to be the first one down there before the play. I want to make this tackle. This is my tackle. So everybody wants to make that tackle. So that's what I think's helped us.
Is that different from years past?
I mean, Coach Mealy was here last year too, obviously, and so we're just building on last year. But I just think it's not necessarily a huge difference, but I think we're executing it better.
Okay, thank you.
Knowing that Oregon's got a very high-powered offense, I believe they're 12th in the nation, does that put any extra focus on special teams this week?
I don't know if it puts extra focus on it. We obviously want to contain them, not have them have any explosive plays, while having explosive plays for ourselves. But yeah, I mean, we got to play good on all three sides of the ball. Offense has got to play a complete game, special teams, and same with defense. I mean, to win a game in the Pac-12, you got to bring your A game.
How long did it take young freshman Marcellus Pippins to sort of let loose and let his personality come out?
Ever since I met him, Pip's been kind of wild and out there and dancing, so I'd say pretty much right away.
Did he ever get any pushback from the older players? Who's this freshman who's talking all practice and dancing?
Not really. Everybody, kind of respected that. Like that's his personality. He's going to do his thing. So I think people kind of embraced it.
Is it rubbed off on anybody, or is he just kind of doing his own thing all the time?
Oh, I think it definitely, energy is contagious. It definitely rubs off on people.
I think Evan kind of mentioned Royce Freeman, but how much does it change your game plan as a defense if he is questionable, not knowing whether their best player is going to play or not?
We're going to game plan for him. Obviously, we expect him to play, and we'll adjust just like if something were to happen in the game. But we're game planning for him.
Big Pac-12 games last Saturday. Since you had the day off, did you guys get a chance to watch?
Yeah, I mean, I actually did get a chance to watch them all. There were some great games. It just gets you excited going into the Pac-12. It's competitive. Everybody, you don't really know what's going to happen. Teams are beating teams that people probably didn't think were going to, beat them. And so it was really fun to watch, and it got me excited for the Pac-12 play.
Do you think last year when you guys played Oregon on the road, it was the big double overtime victory, that was kind of the turning point in the programs for the season last year?
I don't know if I would say it was a turning point, but it definitely, we used that, we took that momentum, and I think everybody was like, wow, we can do this. We can win a game like that in the fourth quarter against a good program like Oregon, and I think we really built off that game. So yeah, I guess you could maybe say it was a turning point, but we just kind of used that as a springboard heading down this stretch in the season.
Any other questions on the line for Colton?
Yeah, Colton, how was it playing against Shannon Jones, who was the scout team quarterback, sort of showing you what the Oregon speed, right? Like, what was that like? How did that help the defense?
Oh, it was great. I mean, he's a good athlete. Played quarterback in high school, and he's fast. He can throw the ball. So that gave us honestly a great look. And I mean, he's is just as athletic, if not more athletic, than I think their quarterback. So it's going to be a great look for us from him, and it'll definitely help us going into the game.
Thank you.
How tough is it to play Oregon just with the amount of speed they use on offense and they keep pushing the pace?
I think, it's, I don't know, I guess tough. I mean, they're a fast team. We're a fast team too, which is kind of nice. I mean, we practice against our offense, all summer, all fall camp and everything. So we're used to playing fast and speed. I mean, we've got really fast guys too. So I think it works well for us, actually.